On to a story compiled by Mariambo. Secondary schools have until Friday, the 24th of July 2026, to submit learner data that will determine the release of government capitation.
The Minister of Education warns that schools and education officers who fail to comply risk denying thousands of learners critical funding.
At the same time, the government is stepping up efforts to strengthen inclusive education through a nationwide assessment of learners with disabilities.
Here is that report.
The Ministry of Education has issued a final call to secondary schools to submit learner records before the Friday, July 24th, 2026 deadline, saying the data will determine the release of government capitation and support education planning across the country. Speaking during a sensitization forum on assistive devices and technologies at the Kenya Institute of Special Education, KBC, the ministry's head of Directorate of Field Coordination, Nelson Sifuna, said only 2.6 million learners' records have been received against an expected 3.2 million.
We are giving timelines so that they go and ensure by that time all the children have been enrolled in KBC, and where there are challenges, we come in to assist.
He noted that beyond determining capitation for secondary schools, the data will also guide planning and resource allocation for learners in primary and junior schools.
Any projection that we do will be based on the data that is in KBC. That is why we are requesting, we started with the senior school, and it is ongoing. We want them to accelerate to ensure all the learners are captured.
The forum also focused on strengthening inclusive education. According to KBC Director Dr. Norman Kiogora, the institute has been given 2 months to coordinate a nationwide needs assessment to identify learners with disabilities.
We should be able to come up with a tool to help us know the needs of all the learners, so that the factory can be useful in giving specific devices to address specific needs of all the learners, so that it becomes useful to them.
The findings are expected to guide evidence-based interventions and improve access to inclusive education across the country. Mariambo reporting for the Prime Edition.